Peace be upon you. Many scientific theories and recent discoveries interpret it in various ways. Some say that they threaten faith. Others say they don't contradict faith. A third group believes that they reaffirm faith. How can we tell? Is it true that...
Evolution is a fact in the same sense as it's a fact that the Earth orbits the Sun.
Or is it wrong?
We will show you, in this series of episodes, the errors in the theory of evolution from a biological scientific standpoint according to the best American scientific books, with the highest ratings on Amazon.
Or did Allah create creatures by means of evolution?
So we have to accept evolution and acknowledge that it is directed and set in motion by an absolutely intelligent source.
Or do the attempts to reconcile evolution and Islam entail a distortion of Quran and Hadith?
When you say that some texts can be interpreted to be consistent with the theory of evolution, you are demoting religious texts from their position of dominance to one of subordination.
Is quantum theory really
one of the most successful theories to date? Despite its strangeness, it portrays the world as a wave and a particle at the same time, that it is uncertain with no room for future predictions.
Or are such conclusions invalid?
You hear a lot of talk about how quantum mechanics says that everything is all interconnected. Well, that's not quite right. It's more than that. It's deeper.
Is it true?
But actually nothing can become something.
Or is it like what the other says?
They call that science and put it in a science book. I would call that stupid and put it in the garbage.
Is it true?
There is no design in natural selection. This is the whole process, and therefore it is actually blind. It surely is blind. Not a rational force, with a principle or law as a basis for how it works, or plan or program of action. This is not the case at all, and consequently, there are flaws in creation, even in the makeup of humans.
Or is it as the other says?
What really amazes me whenever I see a patient or treat a disease is the brilliant design that undoubtedly comes from an all-capable, magnificent, and amazing designer.
Is it true?
Death is not like what you imagine, something that must happen. Death can be prevented. It is only a matter of time.
In these episodes, dear viewers, let's agree on the yardstick we'll use to determine truth from falsehood. Let us calibrate our compass and organize our thoughts to form a scholarly view of things. After that, you decide what convinces you and what doesn't, but from a strong ilm, knowledge foundation, to protect yourself from deceit. Our series is methodical. It establishes a methodology for thinking. However, for our words about the principles of correct thinking not to be philosophical and dull, we need a practical example on which we apply these principles. Allow me, as a specialist in molecular pharmacology with teaching and research experience in various biological sciences, to choose the theory of evolution and apply these principles on it. In other words, we'll use it as a case study. Then we'll apply the same principles, in brief, on other topics such as quantum physics. These episodes are an important station in The Journey of Certainty, of which we have published 19 episodes. The goal of these episodes is to deepen our certainty, albeit a certainty based on a strong ilm knowledge basis. What is the relationship of these episodes with the preceding ones? In the first episodes of The Journey of Certainty, we talked about innate nature to establish a common ground for discussion. We explained the innate proof for Allah's existence and the contradictions of those who deny such evidence. Then we talked about the rational proof of Allah's existence, the evidence from existence of the universe, and answered the question, who created the creator? Then we presented the fine-tuning evidence, the excellence and precision in creation. The primary objection to fine-tuning in creation is the theory of evolution, which states that living organisms evolved without design or intention by a doer. We will therefore discuss this theory in a methodological manner, which will help us discuss the other issues. You will notice, dear viewers, at the end of these episodes, Allah willing, a very important thing, that your thoughts have been rearranged not only on scientific discoveries and theories, but also on intellectual, doctrinal, and social issues. This will help you debate and convince others of the truth, Allah willing. Therefore, if you want to tell your friends about these episodes, please tell them that they are milestone episodes in The Journey of Certainty to help us think in a scientific, methodical, and critical manner. This is their real description, and the theory of evolution will be used as a practical example. We will start with an introduction on the original theory, then we'll discuss its modifications. then the deductions of the theory's followers and their deduction methodologies. We'll simplify the language to the extent possible. We'll treat the theory of evolution as a table because any scientific theory in general has pillars, i.e., foundations, the table legs, and it has a conclusion, the tabletop. A theory interprets observations, the load on the table. So the roadmap for our upcoming episodes is as follows. Next episode, we'll discuss Darwin's theory. In the following one, we'll discuss the theory's modifications. Then we'll briefly address the evidence for the theory as presented by its followers. Our goal is to introduce the terms that we'll need in our detailed presentation later on, Allah willing. But the most important thing that these episodes offer, dear viewers, is the topic that follows all that. The deduction methods. The deduction methods through which we know if a speaker is really addressing our minds using science, talking pure nonsense, or misleading us using psychological manipulation and logical fallacies in the name of respect for mind and science. How do we know if an observation or a group of observations break the theory's table? Or if the observations form an additional leg that further supports the theory? We will discuss this in an interesting and convincing way, Allah willing. This will be in the introduction. Just the introduction? Yes. But I expect that you will continue to follow keenly what comes next, because of the great benefit that you will get, Allah willing. After the introduction, we will return to each topic and elaborate on it in a precise scientific manner with many important additions and answers to questions. But before I start, I have a request. Your mind and knowledge will only benefit you if you're aided with Allah's support. Should Allah leave a person without assistance, his destruction shall be his own persistence. If you are not a Muslim, I invite you to be sincere with yourself and think about benefiting and saving yourself, above all else. And if you are Muslim, brothers and sisters, please, before watching the episodes, pray 2 units of prayer at night's end reciting the Prophet's supplication in the opening prayer, peace be upon him. O Allah, Lord of Jibril, Mikael, and Israfil, creator of the heavens and the earth, knower of the seen and the unseen, you are the arbitrator between your servants in that on which they differ. Guide me to the truth in what they differ on, with your permission. For verily you guide whom you will to a straight path, peace be upon you.